So this is the Nurecover Steam Sauna. So just got it. There's not enough reviews online about it, so I figured I ordered one. I fell for the whole, my whole social is all covered in ice baths and saunas and all that fun stuff. So I decided to actually give it a shot and go ahead and order all this. On the box here, it's written in Chinese, Mandarin, whatever the language is. Clearly this is a dropship item for many people that don't know. Oh, interesting. So this is what comes in the box. Like, what? Was this used? They just kind of like threw it in here. Interesting. Like, ooh. I don't know. That's hard to say if this is used or not, but it looks like they wiped something and threw it in. But you get a microfiber. Here's finally something branded. Nurecover. Nurecover? I don't know how to say it. These are just the instructions. Surprisingly, these are actually in English. Here's your little absorption mat. Comes in the box. Let's see. Here's all the plastic inserts, how to build everything. At the side. This is, I'm assuming, the chair. Let's see. Yes, I was right. little child foldable seat. Oh, I don't think I'll be able to even fit in this. It works. It holds my weight. So that's good. You got this. Let's see what else goes in the box. So here's the whole tent, or little sauna tent. All these. Oh wow, these are pretty rigid. I thought they'd be a lot thinner, but pretty cool. And then we have a little steamer made in China. Sauna steamer. It's like everything else in this thing. So that's everything here. Get all the pieces out, and I will start building this. These are all the same. These are the shorter sticks. That way. This is everything you get. The box is empty. Okay, let's start building. So we do L, this is a 90 here. Shorter stick in there, 45 to here, shorter stick here. I'm assuming, and then another 90. There's one diamond piece. So this is the big L. Start with the 90, another 90, and then 180, 180. Yeah, so this is the base. I'm gonna build one more of these. I have to zoom out to move this because the way I had it set up was a little, a little flimsy. Now you can see it. So I think I'm 6'3", 6'4", and this is where it comes up to. Which is actually not bad because a lot of the Amazon, because yes, Amazon sells us for just about the same price. It was a lot shorter. There was ones that were like basically here, and then there's the ones that you sit in, but spent the 70 bucks extra and went with this Nurecover. I don't know if that's how you say it. I'm assuming that's how it's said. So let's just line all this up. Definitely enough room. Let's figure it out. Connect the long poles, add the insulated skin cover over the skeleton. Doesn't tell you how to do it, just says put it on. Let's figure this out. I guess I'll start with the bottom. Really? This is all what the bottom is? So the bottom is literally a single layer. There's nothing more to it. It's a very basic single layer. Oh, there we go. Starting to fill in. There we go. A little messing about kind of comes into place. There it is. I am 6'4", 6'3". Over this, not too bad. Could be worse. So now that I have it set up, as you can see, first reactions, initial first impressions, sorry. It's cool for what it is. Getting inside of this just to see how much space I had inside. Zipper quality is subpar. It is very cheap quality. Like, if you go fast, you might rip it. That's what it feels like. Also, second thing, when you get in, you could see big air gaps going through the whole zipper seams. Aside from that, smells funky, but I mean, that's to be expected. So I assume I'm gonna run it the first time on its own, just let it steam up, let it kind of steam out whatever is in it. Setup wasn't too bad. Once you get the bottom on, it all starts to tighten up. The bottom, like I showed you, it's like one layer of polyester or whatever it is. It does not seem waterproof at all, so I'm gonna put a towel underneath this just to be safe, because I have it set up on hardwood floors right now. They're coated, but I really don't have much room, so I don't know where I'm truly gonna end up putting this, but as of right now, just for testing purposes and for the video, because anywhere you go, there's only one video about this thing. Nurecover, I don't know, say it as you want, but we have it all set up. Let's break out the steamer and go from there. Honestly, with everything that I'm seeing here and the quality of everything, it should not be priced what it's priced. But the only reason I went with this, the Nurecover, over the Amazon ones, because they're literally identical to this, just don't have this, is that this sort of had a brand following, and they had better return policies than Amazon did, because Amazon sells them as like third-party China manufacturers. So these guys are like a no question kind of thing. Steamer, just a little pot, that's all it is. Here's your little pass-through, I'm assuming with the little gaskets. Right in here, there's a tiny little hole that this will go through, like that. Hello, puppy. So I see a lot of people connecting these things outside. Well, not a lot of people, but I'm just in general, anything you see, like that one review I saw, this guy just connects it right off of that. I am assuming that that is not what it's meant for, because even in the instruction manual, where is it? Show you. Everyone just has it literally sticking like that. These are the instructions, by the way. That's all you get. So I'm assuming one hose connects here. You place the steamer onto it. My duck wants to be everywhere, so I'm assuming this is how the lid's going to be. You're going to have the steamer right beside the unit. You have that rubber gasket here to go through, and then you have another side where it has a gasket basically with a little cap. So I'll go inside and show you what that looks like, or what I assume to do with. To pass through here, you have one side gasket on the other side, and then basically the long hose will go somewhere, I guess behind you or something, and attach to the she just has to be everywhere. But I assume this is how it's going to be. Put a little hose, trim it to whatever size, and then when you disconnect this to clean out all your in the instructions says Chinese medicine, so, and then this kind of just caps off like so. So that's what I'm assuming it was intended for, but let's give it a shot. So this is everything all set up. This is how I have the hose to the little steam box. This cord is like 3 feet, super short. I didn't even turn it on. Look, I assume that's on, but it's seems like it's boiling. Like I don't quite understand what's going on. I just plugged it in. Yeah, it's building steam. I literally just plugged it in. I didn't even turn it on yet. So, I'm a little tad bit confused with this steamer. So that's power. Yeah, it doesn't come with a remote. I mean, with a battery, so I put in a battery. Never mind, heat settings. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9's the highest. Timer. Oh wow, 60 minutes. Okay, well let's do 45. Oh, that was on. This light doesn't work. Okay. I guess we just let it boil and steam up now. So as it's warming up, one thing that nobody shows of these things is this. I got a Fahrenheit reading and a hydrometer. Hygrometer? I think that's what it is for moisture. So as you can see, it's warming up in there quite rapidly. Another thing I've noticed, here it is, the timer, 41 minutes left. As you can see, well, it was boiling, there it is. It's literally boiling through the seams. No water, but I am about to go get a towel to put this under, or put a towel under this. And I will put the, I don't know, whatever this is in there to see what kind of temperature we're dealing with. So I put the little meter right in the corner here for it to stand with the little probes facing towards all the steam. It's only been less than 5 minutes. I opened it and wow, this thing works good. Let's do a check. We are 36 minutes in, so almost 10 minutes now. I have the little thermometer in there. Let's see what it looks like. Woo! Wow. That's a lot of steam. Woo! Let's see. We're at almost 100 Fahrenheit, and I don't know if that thing's working properly. Seems like it. So it's about 100 Fahrenheit in there. Not bad. It's actually pretty good. Put it right back. This is just where I have it sitting because the probes are there. Zip this back up. Let it keep warming up. And I'm going to go in at the 30-minute mark, and I'll turn it down and just see how it is because I don't know. I don't want to roast myself. So it's at the 30-minute mark at 9 strength, so it's the maximum strength. The 100 Fahrenheit that I showed you is literally right at the floor. Heat rises, so when I get in there, I'm going to move that little thermometer up into here. There's a pocket on the other side of here. Let's see what it reads midway through, and I'm going to go in and give it a shot. Let's close this up first. Minimize the steam coming out. Woo! Holy! Wait, we gotta move. Woo! Ooh! Ooh! This thing is no joke. Ooh! I am soaked. Ooh! I had a towel in there because how much sweat. I was sweating on the bottom. Wow, that feels great. Ooh! So I sat in there maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes? No, 15 minutes in there. And damn, that's hot. But the one mistake I made was, you see that pill bottle, or whatever you refer to it? I think if I open that lid, a lot more steam is going to come in and a lot more heat's going to be generated because that has little tiny needle holes, like 6 of them going around, and that's all that's producing the steam. You can see it's working good. I am drenched. Works well. Despite everything I said, how cheapy it feels, it does the trick. It works nice. So in that time span, this is how much water I'm left with. So I started at the 2.5 mark. I'm guessing those are liters. I'm gonna fill it up to the 3, basically where it's asking. Doesn't want any more than 3. Using filtered water, not tap. Put this back on. tightened it down. The reason why I have this little styrofoam thing here is just that way I don't have any water trapped along here, and it kind of just flows through, doesn't collect in the tube. And also I have opened up that, so this will probably let in a lot more steam than before, so we'll see. I'm gonna run it again. I'll put the thermometer back into it and see what the temps are now. I'm just trying to provide the best, most accurate kind of temperature readings. So what I've done was, right here, see a little wire. Why is it not letting me? Oh, there you go. So I have a little wire going there to a digital thermometer. It's like an aquarium one. So I just started it, and then on top of that, I hung that from the very top. So we'll see what it gets to. It's boiling, or I mean, it's warming up. Yeah, it's gonna take a little bit to boil. It's still warming up, but it's definitely getting hotter. So it's been about 5 minutes at the 3 liter mark, and I guess it's just starting to boil. You can feel it kind of like starting to bubble. So we'll see what it reads in about 10-15 minutes. So here we are with almost 117. It's at 32 minutes from 45, I think I said. So 117, 47 Celsius. This is literally right here. It's where your head is. It's like head level when you're sitting in that chair, at least for me. So what did I just, oh, I know what just fell. Oh, it's so hot in here. Oh. At the very top, it was just shy of 120. So this is what it looks like inside. My dog is growling away because I'm in here. Wipe the camera. But like I said, this thing with it off makes a world of difference. Makes it a lot hotter. You guys can see, whoo, the heat coming from this. So this is definitely up the temperature, and that's what we were after. Got my thermometer in here. Whoo, it's working good. Definitely working nice. So I've used this 2 times already. Got now, I just took a rinse. Sitting at 125 Fahrenheit, 51 Celsius. So I don't know how accurate this is. This is an aquarium probe, but it's not supposed to see temperatures this high in aquariums. So how accurate it is, I'm not sure. Overall, it's pretty good. Doesn't really seem to seep out much. I'll cover a few other things that I think of in the next shot. But so far, works great. Haven't seen any leaks from it, so surprisingly it's working well. So this is all open, airing out. It literally, everyone's worried about all the steam that comes out of here. You open it up, maybe 20 seconds of steam comes out, and then you could physically feel how everything kind of just cools off. This is definitely not a sauna. This is a steam sauna, 100%. The aftermath of this, it actually does seem to be waterproof, believe it or not. It's like a tent material. So how I'm basically going to manage with this is just simply take a towel, wipe it all off, and then if I have a little fan or something, I might leave it cracked open. Just put a fan and just let it blow dry it, like dry basically. Just put some wind current through it. This is all wet, so I'm just gonna go over everything with a towel now. Just wipe down all the walls, wipe down everything, and then just leave it open. Maybe stick a little fan in here, blow it all dry, air dry it. And the cup, this is a significant difference. So I have about that much water in here. It's like boiling water. I'm not gonna put my finger in there, but definitely makes a big difference in heat output with this open. I think I would have my hand about here. That's about 1.5 feet above it, and you can't keep your hand there for longer than like a couple seconds. So I'm gonna clean this up, dry it up, close it all back up, and then give you my initial first impressions. I'm just cleaning I just wanted to show you guys what I mean. These 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 holes on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4 holes on this side. And so 9 holes in total. If you close it, this is what I meant. That's all where the steam comes from. So if you leave it open, you have a full steam output and a lot more heat output that comes from this little cup. I don't recommend just leaving a hose like that. Use this to disperse it. Works a lot better. Because I tried just the hose and it was just like, just water was piling up there. So you want to use this cup. So for sizing reference, for everyone wondering, I'm 6'3", 6'4". As you can see, not too bad. Crouch, it's not unbelievably uncomfortable. I am 245 pounds, fit comfortably in the little chair. I've read reviews about the chair not being comfortable, but you could comfortably sit like this and close it all off, and you have plenty of room from the walls. And higher up your head is, more heat as heat rises. And it's not bad for honestly what it is. I'm very happy with it. Very nice. So after about running for 45 minutes, we have gotten to just basically the middle. It's like a 1.75 liter left in here, 45 minutes on max heat. So it's not bad. You'd probably get a full hour out of this with a full water. So initial first reactions to this thing, setting it up, did seem a little cheapy, but I mean, it comes from China. It's surprisingly not as bad as I thought it would be. You can see a lot of light coming through the zippers. It's not as bad as you'd think because I had it closed and I put my hand all the way through it and there's not much steam escaping from it. It's definitely not a sauna, it's a steam sauna. So it uses water vapor and hence that's basically how it works. And in my opinion, when you have steam, the humidity kind of adds to the heat factor. So original normal dry saunas are supposed to get higher up in heat, but with the added humidity, it definitely feels like you're sitting in a real sauna. And after 10-15 minutes in this thing, it's you feel just like you got out of a normal sauna. So overall, this Nurecover is what I'm going to be calling it. The steamer feels very cheapy, seems very cheapy, does what it needs to do for the price that has been paid for this. Honestly, no regrets. I can't afford a real sauna. I didn't want to go for the infrared saunas because it looks like it's just little cheap LEDs that are red and they claim to work. I didn't want to spend it, and they are even more money than these kind of things. So beyond first impressions, very happy with the overall quality. The thing I've noticed is that when you have this running with heat for quite some time, the two legs over here, they kind of start to like droop a little bit because of the heat where the connections are, but that's why you can tell it's kind of like saggy here, but on the back, everything is all nice and tight. It's comfortable. The chair is comfortable. The little absorption mat that my dog is on doesn't want to leave me alone from here, but overall, I'm very happy. The temperatures I've shown, I'll put them up somewhere here. This is the highest I've gotten to. And overall, more tips and tricks coming soon as I use this thing more, because I have a little odd idea of how to get even more heat in this thing using 2 steam machines. So we'll see if I do it, but stay tuned. One thing I forgot to mention is in the description. I'll put the link for this thing, and also I have a 10% discount code in the description. If there's no running higher discount codes, you could use my 10%. If there's anything higher, save more money. So aside from that, this is my little first impressions, setup, and review of the Nurecover. And stay tuned for tips and tricks as I got some funky ideas how to up the heat in this thing and insulate it a little more with very little money. So I'm just moving this to its final resting position, and as you can see, there's a good thing I put a towel down because it definitely seeped through on the bottom. And then this over here is where the steam kind of came in. So yeah, just beware if you're gonna have it on hardwood floors. Don't have it there long. If you do, have something to dry it up with or collect the water. So I'm in the process of moving it to its final resting position. Couldn't get it through the door. I had to fully disassemble it and reassemble it. Maybe took 5 minutes. So this is basically where I'm going to leave it. This is how I'm going to have it set up. I'm going to have the towels on the floor. I have a little like garbage can tray thing because I have aquariums, so that's hence why I have a bunch of lids there. So that's going to plug into there. Because I have hardwood floor everywhere, so I need to keep it waterproof. These are going to change after every use. Super simple to actually get these out. So all you do is just basically from the center, just lift it up and it lifts. Like that's how I carried it. Well, I didn't carry it. I had to take it apart to get it to the door, but super light. So just lift it up, have someone just pull towels out. That's it. And the reason why I put it in here is because it's a corner unit. This is my guest bedroom that I don't really use. Has a TV on the wall and it has a fan. So basically what I'm going to do is after each use, have the fan on. I just zipped it up just for visuals. But basically just have it open like this. And with the current from the fan going, it will dry this thing out in no time. And I don't know if you can see that, but this is kind of what I mean by it sags a bit. Same here. So aside from that, awesome piece of equipment, and I'll give you a detailed use after a couple weeks.